Here are 5 comic books you can pick up that will add immediate value to your collection. Hey there, in this video I'll be reviewing 5 comic book value picks from early June 2022 that I shared on social media and compare the values I shared at the time with the current values in a retrospective format here, so we can review how the values have changed since then. My goal with these comic book value picks is to try and select about 1 book a day and share it if it meets the following criteria. First, the comic book has relative affordability with a low or minimal buy-in. Second, the value of the book has a wide range between the reported fair market value provided by cover price for a raw copy and the graded value of the book in a 9.8 provided by GPA. And third, the average value for a CGC 9.4 is high enough where the amount is at least at or above the cost to acquire the book after you add in the grading and the shipping fees. The suggested price that I share is offered to you only as a guide to keep your purchasing budget in line with the value data. This means that the pick is really only worthy of you pursuing if you can acquire the book raw in near mint condition, or in a 9.4, hopefully in a 9.6 or 9.8 if you can, and you intend to send the book in for professional grading. Now let's get to the picks. On June 2nd, 2022, I shared Wolverine number 36 from February 1991, written by Larry Hama, with interior art and cover art by Mark Silvestri. Since then, this book has lost 63.13% of its fair market value, down $14.28 to $8.34. The last reported sale of this book is still holding at $329, while the CGC 9.4 value has risen 50 cents or 1.12% up to $45. On June 3rd, 2022, I shared Star Wars number 41 from November 1980, written by Archie Goodwin with interior art and cover art by Al Williams. The fair market value of this book has gained $3.99, up 11.73% to $38. The last sale of this book rose over 10%, gaining $42 for a last sale of $450. The CGC 9.4 average dropped 50 cents to $97. On June 4th, 2022, I shared Daredevil number 200 from November 1983, written by Denny O'Neil with pencils by William Johnson and cover art by John Byrne. This was the biggest loser of the group as it fell $10, losing 74.74% of its fair market value, down to $3.38. There was no change in the last reported sale of this book in a CGC 9.8, holding at $170. However, the CGC 9.4 average gained $3, up 8.57% to an average value of $38. On June 5th, 2022, I shared Fantastic Four number 257 from August 1983, with John Byrne credited for the story, the interior art, and the cover art. This book has lost 41.75% of its fair market value, down $4.05 to $5.65. The last reported sale of this book in a CGC 9.8 fell $5 or 3.13% to $155. The CGC 9.4 average remained steady at $59. And on June 6th, 2022, I shared Secret Wars number 1 from May 2015, written by Jonathan Hickman with pencils by Asad Ribic and cover art by Alex Ross. This is the first issue of the 8-issue Secret Wars limited series, and it is considered a key because it features incursion of the main Marvel 616 universe and the Ultimate Universe. This book had picked up some attention because the word incursion was used during Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Since I shared this book, it has lost $9.72 or 57.21% of its fair market value, down to $7.27. The last sale of this book in a 9.8 actually rose $7 or 3.78% to $192. This book didn't really have a CGC 9.4 average, so I used the 9.8 90-day average, and that value has dipped slightly down $5.67 or 2.53% down to $218.33. So here are some takeaways regarding these 5 books. Star Wars 41 is really holding up well from the FMV Raw perspective, but also with its last sale at $450, that continues to be a surprisingly strong book in that Empire Strikes Back adaptation run right in the middle of the original Star Wars Marvel series. What's also interesting here is the fair market value of the other 4 books fell significantly. You're talking about a loss of anywhere from 40 to 75% off of the raw book value of these books. However, the last sale of those books in a CGC 9.8 either held, there was really no change, or a very, very minor change. And then the 9.4 average, again, held pretty steady or had a very, very slight bump, anywhere between 50 cents and $3 for those books. So the graded value of these books, I would say, are relatively strong and consistent over the last month or so, but the raw book value has dropped. So basically, it just makes the picks even stronger. If you didn't pick them up when I first shared them on social media and you're seeing them here for the first time, they're an even stronger buy if you can find them at that suggested price, or my suggested price may be even over fair market value at this point, and you may want to target the book closer to FMV. Part of what I do is I look at the range between FMV, the suggested price, which is actual places online that you can buy that book for that amount. So I'm not just sort of making up that number. I only share books that I know we can go out and actually buy online at that price. So again, look at the fair market value where 4 out of these 5 books dropped. It's presenting an even greater opportunity to seek these books out in high grade and maybe press them up, clean them up, and see if you can get the 9.8. But with the 9.4 values holding, your risk is actually decreasing. And again, it's just creating more opportunity out there to get some books at a discount where the CGC value is still holding strong. So those are my picks. Be sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Moneyball Comics to receive these picks daily in your feed, and watch the value pick retrospectives here on my channel. Thanks for watching, happy collecting, and see you next time.